is Amari, the artist who is all over social media as Gully Bop's new girlfriend.
My girl, why you leave me lonely?
She'll be here to tell us.
You know, frightened for your spondyle.
Jamil takes giant steps towards fulfilling promise.
My journey goes on.
New Roots lady Kalissa
Got to keep my head up as I try.
makes her first visit to our stage. All coming up right here on stage, plus this week's e-news and more. Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm Winford Williams. And at this point, we'd like to take time out to send condolences to Taurus Riley and family on the passing of Jimmy Riley, Father Jimmy Riley. He'll be sadly missed. We'll be back.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
Welcome back. These are the stories making our e-news and reviews this week.
Reggae stalwart Jimmy Riley, who gave us hits like Love and Devotion, Rougher Yet,
It's gonna get rough, yeah.
and the gift of his son, reggae singer Taurus Riley, died on Wednesday in New York after a long battle with cancer. The Onstage family wishes once again to send our condolences to Taurus Riley, other family members, friends, and fans. To see his last interview right here on stage, log on to our YouTube page, youtube.com/OnstageTV Jamaica. Riley was 61. May his soul rest in peace. Last weekend was Champs Weekend in Jamaica, and while those events at the National Stadium captivated thousands, entertainment offerings in Kingston had their fair share of attention, like the massive crowd that descended on Emancipation Park in New Kingston on Friday evening for the penultimate staging of the United States Embassy's Blues on the Green, which was headlined by beloved American singer Fantasia.
Have you ever felt so ugly, pretending that he loves me? Sometimes it's just not funny.
Also on the lineup were Romain Virgo and Jesse Royal. And for those who wanted their soca fill, Bacchanal Jamaica closed out their Friday series for this year with a performance from the Vikings couple, Bungie Garlin and Fionn Lyons. The Red Bull Freestyle World DJ Championship, which has produced success stories for Jamaica's DJ Inferno and DJ Nico, is back this year for its 7th staging. The local leg was launched at 100 on Thursday, March 17. All DJs are welcomed to enter. The grand final for the competition is set for Chile in December of this year. Such was its success and the demand for the 2015 staging. Before it was completely over, Damien Jr. Gong Marley and his team knew that the Welcome to Jamrock Reggae Cruise would be back for another installment in 2016. Well, here we are, and the superb lineup has already been announced. In addition to the Marley Brothers,
Like a beacon on the mountain.
Toots and the Maytals, Steel Pulse, Sean Paul, Chronix, Kabaka Pyramid, Jacure, Taurus Riley, Bounty Killer, Beanie Man, Mavado, Marcia Griffiths, Half Pint, Junior Reid, Ahsoka Injection from Bungie Garlin, and the list goes on. So big is the lineup, it can only be done once this time around. November 14 through November 19, from Fort Lauderdale to Jamaica's North Coast and back, on the Independence of the Seas cruise ship. Stay tuned to On Stage.
And now, our penultimate journey on the road.
From the roof to the grounds here at the bus park in Brownstown, St. Anne, a massive crowd is gathered, perhaps the biggest crowd since we started this journey upon the road. It's Appleton, it's digital, it's soca, it's dancehall. It's a whole lot of fun. It's a coming together of the people from various nooks and crannies across the island. And trust me, this is something not to be missed. And we only have one stop left.
So let we make a memory. We jamming that picture way. Like a movie, they'll be watching.
DJ Sparks, what has been the vibe on the road this year?
Listen to me. I know they've been watching Onstage and the Onstage stream, so they know that it's a lot of energy and it's a lot of excitement. No matter where we go, whether we go to Kingston, we go to St. Thomas, we go to St. Anne, we go to Montego Bay, it's all about energy because you know what? People just want to de-stress and have fun, and that's what we're providing. Fun, music, and a great start to your weekend.
Together we whining, one night we pumping, second till the morning.
One stop left is going to be Kingston, the capital. And of course, we have a mega surprise coming for Kingston. One of the ultimate artists coming out of Trinidad and Tobago. Maybe the king of soca might be there in Kingston, so it's definitely, you cannot miss.
I wanna jam it with you.
So that's the On the Road story here in St. Anne. When next you see us, we will be in Kingston for the grand finale. And you heard it, a big, big surprise is expected, so you do not want to miss that. See you next week.
Waiting on the stage, 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 stage. Waiting on the stage, 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 stage. Here we go.
And one of the events Jamaicans will be flocking this Easter weekend is the 13th installment of the Jamaica International Kite Festival in Prairie, St. Anne. DJ Bones, yes, the same DJ Bones of Reggae Radio, IRA FM, is one of the principals of the Easter Monday Shindig and is here right now to tell us why people flock this event every year in St. Anne. DJ Bones, sir. Blessed.
Sir Winford, how are you, sir? It's an honor to be here, sir.
What is the wisdom behind this Jamaica Kite Festival?
Well, Jamaica International Kite Festival is very simple. Family.
Yes.
You put families together, you're going to have a successful event.
Okay, because it has been successful
It
all
has
these
been
years.
It has been. We've had issues with the weather. We have no control over that. But in the times where we've had good weather, it's been very successful.
Okay, so it's kite and music.
Kite, music, a little bit of displays from the Fire Brigade and Jamaica Public Service, and of course John Cunu and marching bands, everything packed into one.
Oh,
It's awesome.
So, there you go.
It's awesome.
The added attraction.
Yes, so you get that in the day.
Explain the festival for me now, the kite side of the whole thing.
All right. So what it is, we're going to have various types of kites. So you just come in, make your kites. You can buy them. We're going to be having kites available for sale at the venue. But, you know, we are looking for innovation in kites. So we want to see the biggest kite, the most, you know, outlandish kite, the smallest kite. You know, we're going to have categories, and you can come and register for the kite, and we'll be giving away prizes for the best kite for the night.
Okay.
So you can win our money.
Do you have overseas participants?
Not this year, but we always have we have a lot of tourists coming and just flying their kites. And some of them are professionals with those spinner kites and all that, so they come and they show off. It's a big deal.
And so, and there's a big stage show to cap it off.
Well, the stage is not the big. It's massive, not big.
Big, not big enough.
No, big, not big enough. It's huge. As Donald Trump would say, it's huge.
Okay, so tell me who's on it. Who makes it?
We have iOctane, who's been coming every year supporting us. iOctane, the Dr. Beanie Man, Romain Virgo. This year, you had Anthony B on, I think, last week. He's going to be, as you call it, brocking his ducks.
Oh, yes.
6 years.
That will be special.
It's going to be wicked because he's going to be bringing the entire band and backup singers, and he's going to give us a shortened version of Europe.
Oh, yes.
So he'll be there. And, of course, the young guns, you know, the Version, the Jamil, the Loyal Flames. We're going to have Devin the Doctor, QQ. And we have the stalwarts, too, the Cocoa T, the Freddie McGregor, the Tonto Metro and Devontae, the Shakadima, some Pliers. We're going to have Frisco Kid. We're going to have a whole host of those veterans, Little John and others.
So the night is as diverse in terms of the lineup as the daytime activities.
Exactly.
Diversity all the way.
All the way. And we're going to have Carnival of Flights with Fabulous 5 in the day.
Okay.
So we're going to be out there.
So everything kicks off what time? What time people should be there?
Well, gates open at 10 in the morning.
10 in the morning.
Right. And of course, if you come in, once you come in and pay your $1,500 for adults,
yes,
$500 for children, you stay the whole time. There'll be no re-entry, so we're going to ask folks, once you get in, prepare to stay the whole day. You're going to come for the show, which is about a little later on at about 5 o'clock. Then you're going to pay $2,000.
Ah.
Yes, sir.
DJ Bones.
Yes, Rasta.
Blessed love, sir. Thanks for gracing our stage.
No, thank you. And of course, we want to welcome the Onstage team this year.
Oh, we'll be there.
To cover
in all our glory.
and let folks know that.
And it's not the first time.
No, it's not the first time.
Been there before. So when I come over, like say we are bandwagon.
No. You don't set. You don't follow. You set.
Okay.
All right.
IRFM is our friend.
Yes.
Forever. For life. Friend for life.
Onstage.
Reggae Radio is our friend for life.
Every time.
Our friendship goes way back, and it will never stop.
That's right.
Again, Bones, take it easy, sir.
Onstage.
See you on Monday.
See you on Monday.
All right. So there you have him right here on stage, DJ Bones on the Jamaica International Kite Festival. Now stay with us. Still to come right here on stage, who is Amari? And you'll be surprised. Jamil takes giant steps towards fulfilling promise. New Roots lady Kalissa makes her first visit. All coming up.
Pull it up, play back. No frightened for your spondyle. May have one shoes alone, I'm a pill.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage. So much more than entertainment.
Welcome back. Kalissa is one of the leading ladies in the New Roots reggae movement here in Jamaica.
In the Gideon, there's a trillion.
Who has garnered a lot of exposure both locally and overseas since the rise of the movement.
It's like we barely see each other.
And now comes on our stage with her latest project. Kalissa, so good to have you. Welcome. All right, so how would you sum up your journey so far as a recording artist?
As a recording artist, you know, I'm just really on my soul, making a trot on this earth, using music as my vessel. You know, I've been blessed to have an international experience with my music. My family and I lived in Africa. I went to school in California. Born and raised here in Jamaica, of course, and back on the rock, you know, doing the music strong. So really we're just experiencing and creating as we go along, you know, and it is really a blessing.
How satisfied are you with your achievements so far?
Well, I'm definitely dedicated and committed, and I see it as more a long-term vision, you know, and just as we were discussing earlier, it's something that's a work in progress, and we're hoping that in the future, you know, we can really maintain our dreams. So I'm definitely grateful, you know, but definitely always can work harder, always can achieve more, and you know, as creatives, as people who have high dreams and high expectations of myself and of my community, I believe that there's always more to do, and there's always more that can become. You know, so we're just on that journey and we're enjoying it, trying to be here in the now, you know, as we're trotting. Don't want to look too much as what we want and what we hope to achieve, because I really think the beauty in life is the journey.
I know you've gone all over the world.
Well, not quite.
But you've been to some important places on some important platforms. Could you tell us a little about some of those?
Sure. I did my first tour of Africa. Me and two filmmakers, Danisha Prendergast and Michael Kushney, we sojourned in the year of Jamaica's independence, the 50th year of Jamaica's independence, to Africa. Right. Because we always kind of feel like Jamaica to have a focus on Europe, you know, and we kind of wanted to explore our roots in a different way. And it was a very grassroots tour, you know. Us three organized the entire thing, and we went and we documented the arts and entertainment industries in Africa. And in each country that we went to, of the 6 countries, Nigeria, Ghana, Ethiopia, Tanzania, and South Africa, I did performances there. I performed one very memorable moment was performing on Celebration Fela Kuti is probably the equivalent of Jamaica's Bob Marley or Dennis Brown.
Okay. On the continent?
Freedom fighter in Nigeria.
In Nigeria?
In Nigeria,
okay.
yeah. And they have an annual festival called Celebration. I was the first Jamaican to perform there, and it was truly a blessing just to connect with the people of Nigeria and even to just see the connection that you know, our culture as Jamaicans, as Caribbean people, have in Africa. We are them too, you know. So that kind of sparked my interest and love for Africa, paired with the fact that we lived in East Africa before with the family. But other than that, in terms of performance and music, you know, I've done a few appearances in the US. Last year, just around this time, after the Dread and Terrible tour in Europe with Dre Island, as you guys were talking about on the previous show, we went to West Coast, America, but Keznamdi came with us this time, Dread and Terrible tour, part 3. So that was a great experience to be able to tour with my family, you know, and to experience the stage opportunity again with Zinc Fence Redemption and Chronics. Very monumental in this movement that we're doing, and they set a lot of standards that I think inspire a lot of us too. All right, so just to pull away the suspense now, we're going to go to your music, because I know the audience is watching, is now saying, well, let's hear her. Let's do that right now, Kelly.
You locked away my heart like a secret. You locked away my heart like you rubies and gold. You locked away my heart so nobody could find it. My love was stolen. My love was stolen. Whoa, no.
Right. Best kept secret, you know, Kalissa. She's no longer a secret right now because the whole world is looking at this video. Quite a nice song. Wow.
Thank you.
A groovy kind of reggae flavored song. Lovers rock kind of feel. It's a little surprise for me because I was expecting something more on the
fire burn inside.
The more, you know. But yeah, I like the surprise actually. I like it.
We like to love too, you know, as
course.
fire mamas.
Yes. And it's an original by you. Talk about your credits on this.
Best Kept Secrets, written and performed by me. It's also a co-production between my own label, Ambessa Music, and Natural High Music.
Yes.
Natural High built the original foundation of the rhythm, and we kind of just added our artistic direction with it. And the video itself is directed and edited by Nicholas Burdishaw. And it was very interesting to work on and to bring the whole concept alive, you know, so.
So it's a wider project? It's part of a wider project, a bigger project, like an EP?
Oh, the song itself?
Yes.
It's actually a part of Natural Highs. They have a compilation album called Urban Roots. Myself, Jovi Rockwell and Jesse Royal, Keznamdi is on it as well, Chesedek, a host of other artists. The album is very good. It may be on my next upcoming project that I'm working on right now.
Okay.
Yes.
What is it like to be part of this Neo Roots movement, as we call it?
Yeah, well, it's been labeled many things, you know, and for me, you know, my understanding of that is the human nature to try and label things to understand it.
Yes.
You know, and to group things so that we kind of, you know, but we all have, you know, each and every artist in Jamaica and in the world has their own identity. And, you know, when people have common identities, common visions, I think it goes without saying that we end up intertwining our journeys, you know, and I think that's what's happened with us as youths, you know, where we were singing conscious music, roots music infused with world sounds, you know, it's the evolution of Jamaica, of our music, of our culture. And, you know, we're crossing our paths. We're all on our individual journeys, but, you know, we're stopping by and we're cruising through and, you know, collaborating. And it's very beautiful and uplifting to see other young people doing it.
Yes.
You know, it inspires me, encourages me, and it makes me feel like I'm a part of something bigger, which I think is important, you know, as you said, which is why it may come off as a group, you know, but we really just check for each other.
Kalissa,
yes.
So nice to have you.
Yeah, man, give thanks and fun.
All the very best with your project, and say hello to sis for me.
Yes,
Camila.
Will do. Love.
All right.
Take the time to understand the land of Africa.
All right, so there you have her, Kalissa, right here on our stage. Stay with us still to come. Jamil takes giant steps towards fulfilling promise.
Cause man see them true colors. Yeah.
Who is Amari, the artist who is all over social media as Gully Bop's new girlfriend? She'll be here to tell us.
New life, new wife.
We'll be back.
I cheated on my boo.
My girl, why you treat for me?
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On Stage. So much more than entertainment.
Welcome back. While a large portion of the dancehall space focused on dancing, sex, drugs, and material gains last year, a Portmore-based Sing J made major gains in the industry with this.
We no frightened for your spondyle.
An irresistible melodic dancehall song with Sing J styling, reprimanding those lost in their quest for material things.
We no frightened for Benz and Beamer.
A song that brought him into 2016 way more than a promise in dancehall.
Cause man see them true colors. Yeah.
Jamil is who we are talking about right now, right here on stage with a project that is already on the verge of being big. Jamil, sir.
Oh, good.
Love, sir. So good to have you on our stage.
Oh,
let me first of all congratulate you on your performance at Rebel Salute. That's the last time I saw you on a stage, and that was fantastic. If you ask me, you almost took the show from Gully. How was that for you?
Oh, I mean, a great experience. As I say, give me confidence as an artist. To see who can finally go up on stage and get the reaction I get.
Yes.
As I say, give me the drive to continue up on the part I'm on. Because when I started out, singing Righteousness used to feel like something bad when with the reception I used to get, people make me feel like there's something wrong me I do. A wise man once said, you know, things with quality doesn't have a fear of time also.
Well, there you go. Let's take a piece of that moment at Rebel Salute with the Gully God. Here we go.
Rebel Salute, we not try to feel us what we do. Make up one shoes up down on the bill. Straight on the pattern, the roof and sword, we hear the word. We not still no partner. We not try to take that from me now. I'm not the love of president. Just straight on the pattern. What are you doing? It's unfortunate, but I just a life set. You do good for people and they will forget how we desire. Man, move on and just let go forward, what's how we go. Come and see the true colors. Yeah, open up.
So there you have it, a taste of Rebel Salute, a moment with Gully God from Jamil. That was wicked. That was wicked. All right, sir. So let's look back now. Sum up for me. What happened to you since this big song last year?
You know, Gay in the World went #1 in a few countries, and right after that, True Colors connected also. Did a lot of shows locally, but I would say this year I really have seen the glory because recently came back from Canada, and the reception over there, great.
Yes.
Yeah, and like our song Where Were You and Great Man, those songs were recently released, and the people they must sing it word for word.
Yes.
So the message is really going across, and we get calls from UK, so I'm going in UK with Cranium in July. We have Europe coming up also, Reggae Gil.
Wait, what about recordings now? And we know there's a track we're going to drop for you later. But talk about what have you recorded since?
You know, I'm always in the studio. Recently, I'm recorded 14 tracks on my album. Yeah.
Since the song? Okay.
More than 14, but we're going to make a 14-track album. And the name of that album will be Chemistry. Reason being it's an album that's going to be produced by Quante Records and Jamil. Again, we just fuse our ideas together and we're going to bring it across because the world I feel it from Gay in the World to Great Man, you name it.
You
and
name
True
it.
Colors.
Sounds like you're experiencing a creative rush, Jamil. Is that a correct way to describe what you're experiencing right now?
Yeah, definitely, because I finally find somebody where I can share my ideas with and I can materialize it just the way I have it in my events. You get me, and that counts.
Okay. Well, let's look at a track right now, a video for one of your latest releases.
Do you remember me? No, I don't. Where were you when my mama hungry? My out. Yeah. Do you remember me? Me no recall. None of them never make a call, till them get a call. Man, I rise and I fall. Yeah. Some when a great man rise, them want see a great man fall. Just so you know, say, I never do them nothing at all. Oh, they get a fight when they start trying. No lie, no lie. But I'm just another monster.
Alright, there you have it. 2 tracks, back to back from Jamil right here on stage. And if you celebrate life, if you respect and celebrate life, why wouldn't you like these songs? Why wouldn't you encourage and make this artist really, really big? Give me a reason why you wouldn't. Jamil, boy, all I'm going to say to you, Bridget, there's enough respect for that work. We see where you're making a huge difference in terms of youth music and dancehall. And we can only encourage you as much as we can to see what change you can bring to the space. Because you them listen to the music more than them listen to anybody else. They don't even,
Right, no.
you know what I mean? So go ahead and tell us how difficult is it for you to stay in this lane? Are you going to be in it all the time?
How difficult? You know, find it difficult right now, seeing that finally I get the exposure. You know, finally I get the support. But I mean, starting out, as I said, people used to feel like the wrong thing I do, just because they never really pay attention. But now them start pay attention, as I said, Jamil is really a talented artist. And at the end of the day, too, me I be myself. So I don't see myself a change.
Okay.
I've been doing it for so long, so why changing now?
Well, the lane you're in is a special lane. It's almost missing, so I don't see anything to disrupt you right now in dancehall youth. So we can only continue to give you some strength and to wish you well in your future endeavors.
Yes,
and so you leave here for where, you say again?
We have UK coming up, that's in July, but we'll probably touch upon the American style before that.
Okay.
And then we have Europe in August.
In August.
Yeah.
Of course, Kite Festival happening Monday. DJ Bones was just there talking about it.
True.
And we're going to be looking forward to that performance.
Yeah, band settings. I know bands give a different energy, so just expect a high energy performance.
Oh, yes. Well, if the thing with Gully was anything to go by, at Rebel Salute, then Summer Bridging, what good answer.
Give thanks.
All the very best to you.
Always a pleasure.
And we look forward to having you right back here on stage when there's more good news coming.
Color with me and Rihanna.
Ah, well, yeah, that would be nice.
Do you remember me? No, I don't.
So there you have him right here on stage. Jamil, definitely on the verge of going big. Stay with us, still to come. Who is Amari?
New life, new life.
I cheated on my boo.
My girl, why you treat for me?
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
Her bio states that she has recently gained tremendous popularity and is causing quite a star in the industry after composing and recording her first EP.
I've got the magic touch.
But for us here in Jamaica, if there is a buzz surrounding Venice Fong Chong, aka Amari, or DJ Mona Lisa, that buzz has to do with a barrage of media postings of her being Gully Bop's new girlfriend.
New life, new life.
Just weeks after his scandalous and very public breakup with Shauna Chin.
He mash up the car. See my run off for me, I try to kill me.
Who is Amari is the question we're seeking answers for right now, right here on stage, as we welcome her to our stage. Welcome, Amari.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you on our stage. So yes, that's a big question. Who are you?
Who am I?
Yes.
Well, first of all, I'm a mother, which is very important to me. And then I'm a singer, songwriter, a spiritualist, a firm believer in God Almighty through Jesus Christ. I've also been a radio broadcaster for over 20 years. So that's who I am.
Can you clear up some of the misconceptions,
Definitely.
if any, in some of those postings?
Well, a lot of people did not know that I'm Jamaican And so I was attacked from various angles. I am a proud Jamaican. I may have left Jamaica over 25, 30 years,
Yes.
but my heart have always been on Jamaica. My entire intention when I left Jamaica was to become a better person and come back to serve my country.
Okay.
So, you know, I went to college, I studied international law, I studied psychology, I studied criminal justice. I just kept on going to school because I want to be an inspiration to many other Jamaicans.
But in terms of career, what have you achieved career-wise?
Career-wise, I still consider myself a young artist who's delivering my talents to the world, you know, and I'm also the CEO of Phantom Fireworks record label, which mainly focuses on Amari. So I'm my own producer, songwriter, singer, you know, that's why.
Let's just pause for a minute and give our viewers a little piece of your music, right?
Guess you heard in the news how I lost weight and how I lost my bill. With so many likes on my photos, but I am so blue.
All right, so that's what she sounds like, Amari. So where would you say your career is at the moment?
I would say it's right at the borderline of fame.
Of fame?
Yes.
So you consider yourself an upcoming artist still?
Yes, I do.
But why did you study all these things? Law, criminology?
I was sexually molested as a child in Jamaica. And I wanted to help other children from being molested. And I figured by studying psychology, I could understand why these things happened to me, why my mother left me at a young age, and turn around and help other people. But I can't help other people unless I help myself. And then about 15, 20 years ago, I had a set of children that were taken by the government. And so I had to study law to understand why were my children taken from me? Did I have any rights? And then I looked into the fact that many other parents go through the same thing as me. So I didn't see my children for over 15 years. I wasn't allowed to see them. And I am here in Jamaica wanting others to realize that there are many other Jamaicans who go abroad, and because of the system, they work hard, send for their family, but end up losing their family. I'm not the only one.
So, okay, so, wow, so much you've said there. Let's go back to, you were molested as a child at what age?
At about 11 years old. I was first molested at 8 years old. I think that had the greatest effect
Here in
on
Jamaica?
me. In Jamaica.
And that's because your parents
My parents
had
were
gone
abroad.
off,
Yeah.
had migrated to the U.S.?
Yeah, my mom left me with my grandma. I was conceived in the Bahamas. She came to Jamaica to give birth to me for whatever reason, left me with my grandparents. I didn't meet her again until I was about 12.
Oh, so, and you went to the U.S. at what age, when you were
About
12?
17, just
17.
before I became 18.
So you say the government, the U.S. government, I suppose, you're
Yes.
talking about, took away your children? How many
Yes,
children?
6 children.
6 of them?
Yes.
The government took them from you?
Yeah.
On what grounds?
I was a very famous radio broadcaster, and to be a Jamaican and be on double A and double K in New York, many days I would sit there and say, am I really here? Because that's where everyone wanted to be. So there were also other people who wanted me out, you know. So in the long run, you know, a lot of lies were told on me, and my children were taken from me. It had to go through the court system. I never had a day in court.
So a case was made against you?
Yes.
About, I suppose, not being a good mom to the children? But is that
I
the
guess
case?
so.
That's the ground?
Well, funny, according to the allegations against me, the case was really about where the kids were staying with the babysitter. It was saying that the home was roach infested, but that's not my home. You understand? So there aren't real strong grounds, you know, but my husband was also involved with another woman, and she did everything to bring me down. Just allegations after allegations.
So he is the father of the
six
of all
children.
6 kids.
Yes.
So you were living you were in a marriage.
Yes, he was my childhood boyfriend from Jamaica. I went to the U.S. and brought him to America. We had 6 children together. And while being on the radio station, active in my career, he got involved with someone else, and she was determined to get me out. So I went through a lot of things on the radio. A lot of calls would come in, you know, degrading me, putting me down. I had to fight my way through, but I knew where it all was coming from. It was coming from the male DJs who felt, you know, that I was a threat to them as a female, strong female DJ, and it was also coming from the woman who was pregnant for my husband. So my kids would tell me that they would get calls from people who would tell them that they're going to put them in the foster home, but I didn't know what foster home was. So I would laugh it off. Then one day they did call, the government did call, but I thought it was the same people who normally called. So I was like, you know, I ain't got time for you all, and hanged up the phone, but it was very serious. And it eventually led to the taking away of my kids.
So they're in a foster home right now?
They eventually got adopted by my mother, who passed away recently. During the stage of being adopted, I wasn't allowed to see them. Although my mother had them, she didn't allow me to see them.
I'm saying ex-husband, because you're divorced now, are you?
Yes, I divorced.
So he didn't fight for custody?
No, he signed away his rights.
He did?
Yes.
Wow.
That woman now has 5 children for him. And when he met her, she had 1 child, and he gave her 5 more. And then he left her and migrated to Jamaica and left her in the same situation that he left me.
So migrated to Jamaica?
Yes.
So he wasn't a Jamaican?
Yeah, he was a Jamaican, but I brought him to the U.S.
Oh, so he came back home to Jamaica?
Yes.
So he's in Jamaica now?
Yes.
I see.
The good news about this is I believed in God. And I know that everything is just a matter of time. So I prayed to God to let all the children reach the age of 18. And because I knew at that stage no one could tell them, you can't see mommy, you can't talk to mommy. And so, by the grace of God, all 6 children became 18.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So the ages are from 18 up?
No, it's about 32, you know, I'm 31. They were born like a year behind each other.
Oh.
And I got to see them as they became 18.
So what are they now? How are they now?
Oh, they are so much like me. And
progressive, educated?
The music, rapping, singers, and they are Chinese. They're half Chinese. That's why I have the name Feng Chung. You know, and they know God without me teaching them about God. So I call them the righteous seed.
Something that came up in your bio, that you were homeless at one point in your life. Talk about that for us.
I was doing a show, radio show on Blog Talk Radio, and I did the research before the show, and it spoke about the children that live close to Disney World, that live in motels. They have nowhere to live. At a lot of times, they don't have the money to pay for the motels, and so they're put on the street. So I said to God, I'd like to experience this. In less than 2 weeks, my whole world turned upside down, and I was on the streets for like 3 years. Homeless, totally homeless, me and my kids.
Yeah, it just happened because you wanted, in your mind, you thought you would like to feel what it feels like? And
yes, I have that much
So that
energy.
was the work of God, you believe?
Oh, definitely. They say be careful what you ask for. But shortly after, my kids were attacked by some children on a regular basis. I decided to move out of the community. I rented another place. It wasn't ready, so I stayed in a hotel for a couple days waiting for the place, then got the bad news that I would not get the place because I broke the prior lease, and then no one would rent me anywhere for like 3 years. I slept at McDonald's many nights. My son would beg people on the street every day for money to buy food, to feed my kids. No government agency helped us, nor nothing.
So how did you get back out of that?
One day I was at the hotel talking to someone, and they said to me that, I told them that I asked for poverty, and they said, you need to unask for it. Go back to God and tell God that enough is enough. You want to go back to your former life. And I did, and slowly but surely I got out.
Is music full-time now?
No, because I have the gift of discernment, prophecy, healing. So I'll spend, even if I come to Jamaica and, for example, this interview, the next day a client will fly in that I have to take care of, you know, in regards to spiritual work or, you know, for example, this client that I have flying down tomorrow, she wasn't able to wake up. And, you know, I told them what to do. She eventually woke up, and her hands are moving. She's talking, and now she's coming down, and I'm going to give her therapy to start walking.
Physiotherapy?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So how did you meet Gully Bop now? Are you officially his girlfriend? Is there a relationship going on?
Yes, definitely.
And how did you meet him?
I met Gully Bop when I was with my boyfriend, and my boyfriend was getting gas, and he said, there's Gully Bop. And he said, would you like to have a picture with him? And I said, sure. And I took a picture with him, and then he never left our side after that day. We went and recorded a song 1 hour after, and every day we saw each other. So life wasn't beautiful with my boyfriend, so he was on his way out while Gully was on his way in.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't beautiful.
Oh, and he introduced you to Gully Bop.
Yeah, the best thing he ever did for me. If this man is coming from the gully and know what separation is, what poverty is, then that's the man I need by my side.
That will go all the way, I suspect, like to marriage. Are you planning to, guys planning to get married?
I must be honest with your audience. I will marry, but not for better or for worse. For better only.
Only. Who is Gully to you? How do you see him? What kind of guy is he?
Well, first of all, he cries a lot. He's very sensitive. He's not what the world sees. He cries a lot, you know, and he suffered a lot. And because I suffered a lot, we're able to talk about it. And he's able to reach a part of me that the ordinary person cannot reach. And his mother has 12 kids.
Okay.
So he has respect for me as a woman. And if I tell him that my womb yearned for my kids during the time they were gone, he understands what I'm talking about. You know, so it's a kindred spirit that I need right now in my life.
So you're planning to come back to Jamaica, to move back here?
Oh, definitely.
Or you will?
Always. That's why I refuse to become a citizen.
Okay.
Because
you refused citizenship?
Yeah. Because I want to be a politician in Jamaica.
Oh, you want to run for office in Jamaica?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, really? Wow, what party? Any particular party?
I don't know
You don't know yet?
what God is going to tell me then.
All right, so where do you go from here now? What's next for you?
Well, Gully and I have a lot of things to do, you know, and he's been busily nursing his heart, but I let him realize that you're not just an ordinary person. Neither am I an ordinary girl. So let's just do what we have to do. Our aim right now is to be financially stable so that we can give to others. So Gully and I would like to take people off the streets of Jamaica. That is our aim, and we're serious about it.
So that street experience of yours
yes.
is one of the reasons why you connect so quickly, so easily with Gully Bop?
Definitely.
Amari, What a story. It's so, such a story right here on stage. All I can say is good luck.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming and sharing with us. We hope you will be able to achieve these objectives. And I wish you all the best with your relationship with Gully Bob.
Bop, bop.
The Bop Bop. Thank you so much, my dear, to come and share with us.
Yeah, thank
I'm
you.
sure you have touched a lot of our viewers right now. All right, there you have her on our stage, our special guest in this segment, Amari. Winford Williams, on behalf of all of us, thanking you for joining us. Do join us again next week for more On Stage.
If you heard in the news how I lost weight and how I lost my bill, get so many likes on my photos, ooh, but I am so blue.
Oh, what's up?
Hi, thanks for watching our video. Hope you have enjoyed it. Please subscribe to our channel by clicking right here and enjoy so much more where that came from.
That I'm currently going through now. I am seeking and searching to find that good to turn the situation from what it is